Wow, Messi didn't really see this one coming. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Lovely on YouTube. How you guys doing? Merry Christmas, guys. So, guys, yesterday Messi Eke received this. If I had this surprise gift flower bouquet with a written note, and you can see some, what I call these ones, artifacts or word now. Yeah, okay, some artwork that was presented to her. In fact, it seems she just came into the house and saw it, and oh my goodness. In fact, she couldn't contain her joy. She had to. So whoever that did this will say thank you so much. Whoever that tried to put this smile on Messieke's face, we say thank you so much. Of course, um, we don't know where it is from. Okay, we don't know where it is from, and sources are having it that there is no more Percy, there is no more Percy. Well, that's the reason I'm here. But before I go into that, I want to say a big thank you to Messi Eke and her crew today for giving back. In fact, this Christmas, I think this Christmas is um this year has been rough, has been for some persons from January, the issue with money, before the elections. And but I think this year's Christmas, there were so much giveaway. A lot of persons gave back to their community. A lot of persons traveled. A lot of persons, I don't know. It seems that this year's Christmas, people didn't really like cry like before. So Messiake and this friend of hers that celebrated her birthday. So she used that opportunity to give back to, you can see her giving cash gifts to some individuals. Of course, that is it. Somebody mentioned that if you're a chef, if you're this, if you're that, and this year's Christmas you didn't really do anything. Of course, I saw somebody on a, yeah, which platform did I see the person had cooked, and just a young lady cooked, chicken, everything. She just dished them out and went into the streets and gave it to people. Well, that's not the gist for the day. One of my subscribers asked me whether Percy still exist, whether they are still together, yesterday after my last upload. And I said, I'm going to take my time. In fact, I wanted to respond yesterday. I said, no, let me not just bombard it with uploads. Let me, this season, everyone is busy, kind of. Let me wait until when I have time to do it. And that yesterday, somebody had made a post on Twitter saying that Percy look unhappy apart, that they should settle whatever it is and come back together. So when I saw it yesterday, it was an opportunity for me to say what I wanted to say, or what I've been longing to say anyway. Well, coming to Percy, okay, none of us is related to Messi, none of us is related to PERE. Initially, what they told us was they they are trying to keep it out of the public eye, and we all saw that when they came out of Biggie's house, Perry and Messi were moving all up and down together. Of course, it's expected, the last sets that come out, or if two persons were evicted on same day, definitely their media rounds is going to like be um same, okay, like they're going to be doing it together. So we saw the confessions pyramid. He had lots of interviews and he had good things to talk about Mercy. And when Mercy was asked to, she had good things to talk about Pere, saying she enjoys his company, is a very good friend of hers. And you guys remember the last interview Pere had with TVC. He also mentioned the things he loved about her, and how her being closer to God, being prayerful, captivated him and all that. And he moved around, even with Christy O, even with lots and lots of places he went to. He talked about Messiake, and when asked what do we expect or what should we expect, he always gave hope. He always talked about being optimistic. He talked about them exploring each other, and so when Perry came out to put out that tweet, at the time we felt, of course, just like he came out to put out a disclaimer when Messi received the previous gift, and at the end of the day, Deji was like, "Are you sure you're not the one?" After that, Bruhaha, Messi PERE unfollowed him, unfollowed Messi, deleted all her tweets and all that. But after all that, he was still in Abuja, and we saw him talking about his butterscotch, him missing those leaves and all that. We saw what he wrote, and both of them, we now, oh, these people are still good. So when he came out to say that, and it was because he received this gift from unknown or people who claim to be Percy shippers, okay? And on the space that night, when the mercenaries and the patriots kind of like had on a space that night on X, one of the mercenaries mentioned that even Mercy had received. So it's like the person doing this sent to Pere and sent to Mercy. So when Pere had to ask Mercy if she was the one that, Mercy said, no, can't be me. Before Pere now put it out there that he is not dirty Mercy. So that shippers shouldn't come to. So, but after that, we said, okay, since they've told us they want to keep their things private, out of the public eye. Though I've been seeing lots and lots of things on the timeline, on social media. When you talk about Percy, people say you're delusional. When you talk about people that were still like being hopeful, being optimistic, we're still there. So when you talk about Percy, they come with all sorts of things. When you mention Pere and Messi together, Petres will like come after you, mercenaries will like. So at the end of the day, I think fans are just the problem. At the end of the day, the Petrites and the mercenaries still had their hangouts, and both Pere and Messi were not. Of course, I was not even expecting them to be there. So we just kept on, okay, Messi came out, made a video about either spending her Christmas here or be with someone's son. So the whole thing is confusing. People come, Pere has said this. In fact, they have been using that thing to bring drags to Messi. I told you guys sometime that lots of persons had to talk about that was how they took key from her, that was how they took key to her Ikoyi mansion, that was how they did this, did that one. They were just calling Messi all sorts of names, and even somebody had to come and say, that was how Perry was behaving like whatever in Messi's house, that was how blah blah blah. But I didn't really want to pay attention to all those things because nobody knows what transpired between them. But to me, if anything has transpired between them, I think it is very, very sudden and is within a short space of time. I'm sorry to say, I will look at it that both of them are not matured. In quotes, nobody should come and find me. Nobody should come and. That's the way I'm looking at it, because when they came out of the house, even in the house, these were people we thought that, seriously, these people, they're going to get to somewhere, even if at the end of the day it's not going to get to anywhere. We are not expecting them to come to social media and behaving anyhow, or come to social media and or within a space of a short time have a breakup, because when they came out, so what really transpired till today is that question mark. So when the person put out this thing, some people were like, this is, but I said to myself, I said, you can never know how two persons. Of course, nobody will come and tell me that they don't miss each other, because they had a good time in the house. They were cool. They were okay. So I wasn't expecting, anything to have like happened negatively, or you understand. So since I'll be hearing blah blah people talking about it, I told myself, look at what they told us. They're keeping the relationship out of the public eye. That is what I know. That is what I believe. It's out of the public eye. So nothing more, nothing less. And Messi is the last person you hear from. Though some persons feel so entitled as if they know them so well. And this particular Percy shipper, this particular crazy shipper, okay, as the person tags herself or himself, is always being optimistic. He's always like saying good things about Perry and Messi. In fact, everything that this person talks about is about Percy, but he's a beauty fan. So this person believes so much that whatever it is. But my problem is, why are fans? I don't understand. There are some persons now, there are some patrons that once you mention Perry and Messi, they attack you. Even some mercenaries. And I keep wondering, just a space of a month plus, you people now, you people don't like Messi with Pere again. You people don't like Pere with Messi again. People are saying all sorts of things, how Pere is not even good for her, how she's not even good, and all that. You guys know when they came out of the house, they had lots and lots of things to deal with. People saying no, Pere is not good for her. Pere is broke. Pere is this one. Pere loves women with money. Is this one. Is that one. People mention Messi is this one. Messi Pere can't control Messi. Messi loves this one. Messi and. I remember me making a video on their zodiac personality, and people have been wishing them well. People were like, Messi is everything. A lot of persons loved Percy. Even when they went for gift presentation at Dano Ale, Pere was asked anywhere he goes to first thing they'll ask him, what about Messi? Messi, because it was something people loved, people appreciated, people cherished. And they came out, we saw them, we were like, wow, this is good. Forget about your differences. So people coming to call Messi names or coming to call Pere names shouldn't tell me that Pere didn't know Messi before coming into the house. He didn't just meet her in the house. Or Messi didn't know about Pere before coming into the house. So why are people like causing problems for them? Okay, he came and put out a disclaimer. You should allow them. Do you know what's going on in their mind? Somebody will come and talk about Percy and people will be like coming after you. Eh? Social media is not just for one person. Anybody is free to say whatever. If the person say that's what I feel, that's best. And to me, I feel they will miss each other, of course. If what they felt was genuine, no matter how short it was, just you not being around that person, of course, we are humans. They'll miss each other. Even if yes, so it's not making headway, they are not going anywhere. But you can't tell me that they won't miss each other, no matter how they claim to be happy, no matter how they claim to be with others. Of course, they'll miss each other until they will finally like move on. But that doesn't mean that they will be enemies for life. But the way some fans are doing it, like this person shouldn't talk to this person again. What is this that happened? Marriages break up, marriages end, life ends, things happen and people still come back. So what is it that has happened to Perry and Mercy within a show? Look at Angel and Summer, even the ones we felt Angel during her season, we had all sorts of things. Is she not with a guy? I don't know. People said all sorts of things. Summer is this, Summer you beat here, do this. Are they not together? Bella and Shex, are they not still there? Which one did I not remember? Cross and Kim. At least I wasn't expecting like that in 6 months or even in a year they will come and have gasbos or even go their separate ways. So for you, my wonderful Sobi that asked the question, all I know is that what they told me, what they told us, not me directly, is that they're keeping whatever they have out of the public eye. And they've never come up to say, they said they are exploring their friendship. So I just want to believe that they are still exploring their friendship. But I don't want to believe that something has happened that will make them not to be on talking terms again. What is this thing that has happened? Because that's the question mark that is on my head every single day with each passing day. Because the time they just came out, that means whatever they felt in the house was not genuine. That means it was a game after all. That means it was gimmicks they used to like. Yes, that's the way I would say, because if you just came out of the house and in a space of 6 weeks to 7 weeks, you guys are now like cat and dogs. These fans are fan bases fighting with fan bases when everybody was like hailing Messi for standing by Pere, when everybody was like selling Messi stood by Pere. She brought out the best side of him. She brought out the sweet side of him when he was alone in the house, when he was this one. So how come this person that did all this in a space of 2 weeks or a space of 6 weeks, what must have transpired? There was something a fraud put out. He said he talked about Messi sometime. It was a long post. I sorry, it said friendship with you is whatever, whatever. I don't think there's anybody that will be friends with Messi, and she has her life. She's a Libra. Anybody that doesn't know Messi, okay, should go and read about Libra. So don't compare two individuals because they can't be same. The way this one will behave may not be the way. Like me, I'm a Leo lady. I'm Leo. I can't behave like a Cancer or a Libra. I'm not such. So, guys, if anything has happened to Percy, because now I don't even see them together. I mentioned the people say private. So okay, but this privacy to an extent, at least once in a while. Okay, so if anything has happened, I have to say that fans contributed, not even the shippers, because what shippers are doing now, this is good. We want it to happen. It's just like seeing two persons in your neighborhood that are cool, that are dating, and you know they are good together, and people are like commending them and like wishing them well. That's just what shippers are doing. I feel it's some of these fans that feel this person is not good for my faith. This person is not good. When they went in the house, everybody was hailing Messi for being there for PERE, putting smiles. The last few weeks was something. PERE even said it in the house. He said it. Last few weeks was like, I even mentioned that October was. So what is this that has transpired that will not make both of them to be? Please, problem is from fans, because when somebody comes out now and write anything about Percy, you see how people, no Percy, no, 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 what is it? Who is not good for Pere? Who is not good for Messi? These guys. So that's just it. I don't know if I've answered your question. Let me see what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much, guys. I love you.